What up, everybody? It's Andrew coming back at you with another episode of the Jaguar podcast. In today's episode, I'm going to be doing a recap of the Week 4 matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. But before I start, as always, if you want to show your boys some love and support, hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon if you want updates on latest content. All right, so the Jags unfortunately dropped this game to the Bengals. They lose 21-24, a gut-wrenching loss, very frustrating to watch the Jags not pull away from this one. The Bengals end up winning the game with a last minute field goal there before the fourth quarter ended, and it was just kind of heart wrenching to watch. But the Jags played better. I'll get into that in just a second. Just want to give a special thank you and shout out to everyone who showed up to the play-by-play live reactions, live stream of the game. It was a lot of fun. Comedian Tom Grossi sent over his subscribers to raid the live stream. And, initially I was a little caught off guard and paranoid. I thought I was like getting spammed or something. So I disabled the chat for a little bit. It's my fault. I wasn't aware of, what was happening or the raid terminology. Still a YouTube rookie. Still figuring things out, guys, so I apologize for that. But special shout out and kudos and thanks to Tom Grossi for sending over the love and support. I appreciate it. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's a sports YouTuber. And then he also has a podcast as well. It's called Packcast with Tom Grossi. So thank you again, Tom. So let's get into this. The Jags, they're up early in this game, 14-0. Trevor Lawrence has a really nice first drive, and he runs it in for a touchdown. I think James Robinson followed up with a rushing touchdown. And then, we go into halftime leading 14-0. There was a play before halftime, which I thought was kind of a bonehead call by the coaching staff. They had Trevor Lawrence try to run it in on 4th and goal, and they were stopped. They didn't get any points. And I think if they did get those points, this game probably would have gone into overtime. But that was just bad game management by the Jaguars, specifically Urban Meyer there. So they come out of halftime, and they kind of fell apart. I mean, we give up some big plays. Miles Jack gives up some big plays over the middle and in coverage to Uzomah, the tight end for the Bengals. We follow up the next drive with not being able to convert on third down. I think Lawrence missed Robinson for a check down. He was being pressured. Not much more production from the defense. They were just bad in this game. Gave up some big plays. The Bengals were picking on, a rookie, Tyson Campbell and Trey Herndon, which is really no surprise there. They gave up some big plays, got burnt on some coverage, but we just weren't able to pull away with the win. Cincinnati follows up with some scores after those drives by the Jaguars. Trevor Lawrence, though, he did throw an amazing pass in the second half to Agnew. It was just an amazing catch by Jamal Agnew, who I think it's got to be one of our best free agent off-season acquisitions for the Jaguars. Then Bengals, they set up for a field goal, drive the ball down the field towards the end of the game, and end up making that field goal. I really think Urban Meyer should have called a timeout before, the Bengals kicked. He's a college coach, and that's usually like a college, something you see in college. So I was a little surprised he didn't, try to ice the kicker or call a timeout, because we had one more timeout. I was a little disappointed he didn't use that timeout, but it is what it is. Let's talk about the good aspects of the game for Jacksonville. Definitely the offense was looking a lot better in this game. Trevor Lawrence was running around, had a lot of mobility, had that one rushing touchdown, didn't throw any picks in this game. Jaguars were good at, not having any turnovers in this game, so that was pretty awesome to see. Lawrence was 17 for 24, 200-plus yards passing. James Robinson had a good game. I think he had 18 carries and 78 yards in this game. I'd like to see him at 20-plus carries. They're still kind of getting him going. And he had 2 touchdowns. Played a great game. Couldn't ask for a better performance from him. He's just looking good. He's a great running back, and I just hope to see them utilize him more because why not? I mean, he was a 1,000-plus yard rusher last season. The offensive line looked good. I don't think they gave up any sacks, so that was great. Like to see the continued good production from them and good performance. Dan Arnold, he made an appearance in this game. He had 2 catches. It's nice to see him getting going since we just picked him up from the Panthers. So that was pretty impressive. I like to see him get going and having an impact. The bad, let's get into the bad. Really, the defense, didn't have much of a pass rush, and this is just continuing to be a problem. Burrow had too much time to throw the football. Gotsis did have a sack, which was nice. I have to, give credit where credit's due. Adam Gotsis, our defensive lineman. But just not much pressure from the outside. Miles Jack didn't have a good game. I don't know what we're going to do about him. He's a guy who's getting paid a lot of money, and he's got a pretty significant cap hit. So, I don't know if we try to trade him or I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. Maybe Trent Baalke gives him away for a ham sandwich. I hope that's not the case. Hoping we get, something good in return if we do decide to do that. But Miles Jack has just not played well this season, and hoping that he turns it around. Also, the game management, the decision to call the quarterback run on the goal line before the end of the first half, and then they get stopped, and it's turnover on downs for the Jaguars. That was just not a good. That was not a good decision. Kind of reminded me of that Houston game about 2 years ago when Doug Marrone called a running play for the 2-point conversion, and we ended up losing to the Texans by 1 point. It's just it's giving me a little bit of PTSD thinking about that right now. But I think you got to take the points there, and it would have been probably gone into overtime. But just bad game management there. Also with the timeout when they were going to kick the field goal, Cincinnati. I think they should have burned that last timeout to try to ice the kicker. Who knows? Maybe he misses, and then you go into overtime. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about the game. Let me know how you guys feel about this game. Gut-wrenching loss to the Bengals. We're getting better, though, guys. We are getting better. Trevor Lawrence is looking better every game. The offensive line is playing pretty well. We are looking better, after each game. So that's a little bit reassuring. I think it's still a tough schedule. I don't know how many wins we're going to get on this schedule, guys. Just to be honest, I mean, maybe 2. Maybe the Jets and the Falcons we beat. But let me know how you feel again. Leave me a comment on the YouTube video or podcast episode. Subscribe to the channel as always, guys. Stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy. Go Jags, and I'll see you next time.
Duval! What's up, everybody? It's Andrew from the Jaguar Podcast. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, there's more content over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel as always. And remember, this is a podcast, so you can find this pretty much wherever you find podcasts. There I'll be doing interviews of current and former Jaguars players, including Joe Schobert, DeJuan Smoot, Shaq Quarterman, etc. And I also do interviews of former Jaguars players, including Natron Means, Jimmy Smith, Tom McManus, etc. So be sure to check out the podcast, subscribe to it, stay safe, stay sane, stay healthy, go Jags, and I'll see you next time.